start asking questions?
It's fire away. Fire away.
Just looking at your depth chart, is Javon McKinley not playing? Is he not healthy?
No, he's dressed.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to get back into shape. He's been out for a month and a half. So, I mean, I think he'll appear back on there. We were just trying to get you guys something so you could look at it. But, yeah, I mean, he's back, dressed. We'll try to get him ready. But he's got about 6 weeks of inactivity. So we'll try to get him as ready as we can.
Jonathan Jones going to play?
Jonathan Jones, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's in the portal, right?
Does that mean you can't play?
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, I think you can still play.
This is new to me.
I mean, I one thing I know as a head coach, the longer I've been in it, the more I don't know.
Right. But
So,
as far as you know, he's playing.
yeah, he's playing. Yeah. Were any of those questions?
Okay, I'll take this question. Have you decided on your play caller for the bowl game, and if so, who is it?
I think we're going to keep it as a national secret and let you guys try to guess and talk about it. Don't you need stuff for like the newspaper and the internet chats and stuff like that? You guys, have you done a poll yet? No polls?
When you say what the answer is.
Yeah, but then it takes away from, yeah, well, you're going to do it anyway, so just let me add fuel to the fire. I'm not sure yet. Let's do a fan poll, and I'll do exactly what the fans tell me.
Seriously?
No.
All right, let me ask you a question.
Thank you.
How about what do you know about Iowa State? What things are concerning you? What things have you?
Well, I think they're well coached, first of all. A team that, arguably could have been an 11-win team this year. Defensively, very stingy. They're 3-5. 3 is, a challenge in terms of what they do. You don't see much of it relative to week. So there are some nuances to that defensive structure that, require you some time and some game planning. They play extremely hard on defense. So well coached, play hard, play for 4 quarters. That's the defensive piece. Offensively, outstanding quarterback, really good running back, young, talented back. The tight ends are outstanding, and a playmaker on the perimeter. So it's a talented offense too. So I think they match up with the very top teams that we've played this year, and like I said, I think one of the things in their DNA and the way they're coached is that they play extremely hard for 4 quarters.
With Brady Lindsey, what's impressed you the most about the way he sort of matured through his summer season?
I think like most players, what you're looking for is, how did they handle, the adversity that was, in front of them in terms of whether it be an injury or a setback. Did they come back stronger? And I think he came back stronger. Sometimes you wonder, will they regain the level of confidence that they were building? And he's, I think, gained even more confidence. Now, you can argue that you make a couple of plays, confidence grows in you. But I think he came back with a sense of, I'm a good player and I'm going to go prove it, more so than I'm going to feel my way around here. And I think that says a lot about his, his internal kind of, motivation to want to do well.
At this point, you're seeing the player that you recruited, the guy that showed up on tape in high school, the skill set that you thought you were getting the whole time.
Yeah, we weren't sure, we knew that we had a young man that was going to need to be developed from a technical standpoint. He was very raw. He played a lot of defense, and the offense was one where it was going to have to come over time. But I think where he's really improved is catching the football. We thought he was in his first year, that could be a struggle for him. And I think he's done a really good job of becoming okay at that. And I think he's got a chance to be a really solid ball catcher.
As you sort of watch your offense come together with Lance Taylor and Tom Reese, what are the markers you're looking for that says, like, okay, I like the operation? Or how much do you have to sort of get extra involved in
It's
that?
collaboration with Tom and certainly Lance and Jeff, those three guys, and that collaboration through balance in the run and pass game. So a lot more conversations, a lot more meetings, a lot more of everybody clearly seeing through, the same lens as to what we want to accomplish, not only in the passing game, but in the running game. So, I don't know. I'm sure there's enough information out there that, we ran the ball at times effectively, and at other times we weren't effective. And so we want to be moving forward much more effective, and so that requires complete collaboration and everybody on the same page, and that's what I'm looking to accomplish here over these next few days.
Do you lead those meetings?
Yes.
Or, okay. So
Yeah.
You're not saying, hey, try this out. I want to
No.
see what Tom is like on a board. I want to see what
No,
Lance is like.
no, I'm leading it and then giving them a clear direction in terms of where we want to go, and then let them go.
Okay.
And I thought they've really done exactly what I was looking for over the last couple of days, and I think like I said, not going to be the wing tee out there, but I think you'll clearly see some of the things that we want to accomplish in terms of the consistency in the running game and in the passing game too. And again, this is an offense that was pretty darn good too. So we're not talking about reinventing the wheel here. These are much more about the staff collaborating on how we want to achieve at the end of the day our offense, coming together as one.
Last thing for me, Kyle Hamilton, I was curious how he handled, now that you have a long view of him here, the notoriety coming in, a lot of hype early, as a freshman wall, everyone's hits, then finishing pretty strongly at the end. Like, just his season overall, how he's handled, not just like on the field, but everyone sort of knowing who he is and, the notoriety that comes with that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I was a little, I guess I was cautious early on because, you heap a lot of that on a young man early on, and you wonder if it's too much for him. And I thought he handled it really well, socially meaning around his teammates, around campus. We knew how he was going to handle himself on the football field, but it's in the locker room, amongst his peers. He's never been a guy this year that has walked, taller than his teammates, and that says a lot about him. So there's a humbleness to him as a great player that is a great distinction that he carries.
Brian, when you were mentioning the running game and what you hope to see as far as improvements, as you're seeing those improvements, is it coming from the offensive line? Is it coming from the backs? Is it
I just think more than anything else is just clearly everybody feeling comfortable with everybody being on the same page. Clearly having the kind of, and I know I probably have said this 10 times, but what is collaboration? And collaboration is sitting down, talking it out, being on the same page with direction towards that. And I've gave the staff some direction in terms of what we should look like, and they've done a really good job of moving forward. And again, it's not for the untrained eye. I think you're not going to see a whole lot of difference, but for those that really study our offense, I think you'll see some I think improvements that will help us from the start of the game to the end of the game, and that's what we're looking for.
have you seen some things in Jafar that remind you of the guy that you liked back in August and maybe saw a little bit of in Stanford?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got, you know, a burst and some speed, but, you know, he's a raw running back. You know, you know, at times he's a bull in a china shop, you know, and you'd like him to be a little bit smoother, but I don't know that that's him right now. But he does give us a dimension there that is fast on the perimeter and has some physicality. But he's still work in progress for us as we continue to move forward.
A little off topic, you received some kudos during the recruiting nationally for the social media aspect.
Yes.
And also
Yeah.
as far as how the presentation of videos and all, that's an area that sometimes in the past Notre Dame was behind the curve on. What do you attribute just progress there? Is it attention grabbing to recruits?
Well, I don't know that this is the first year. I think that we have been up there as an office and as a group that has been pushing the envelope in a number of things. You know, our gold rush was big. I think we've done a number of things that have been cutting edge in terms of, you know, signing day and social media. But this piece was obviously well-deserved, getting the national recognition, because it required a lot of pieces, a lot of moving pieces, and Aaron Kearney did an incredible job. Jasmine did an incredible job. I know this, when I was on the road, I had clear marching orders as to what I needed to do to make sure my piece was delivered in this as well. So I think just a great team effort of everybody pulling together, and really, you know, we've got a great staff that we rely heavily on our students as well. Our student workers, they give us great ideas, and I'm not saying that they came directly from our students, but we rely on our students as well in giving us great feedback and great ideas as to how we may be able to really reach those in the social media world.
How has social media really changed everything, especially for the coaching staff in the recruiting process?
Well, I mean, there's so many different forms. I mean, we could talk about this for a long time. I think, you know, social media is certainly the visual pictures that are going on today. I mean, through streaming video, through you're telling your story. We have a great story to tell that we can get out there, and it doesn't have to be just football. There are many universities that can just use social media and just tell football stories. We can talk about so many other things, and that's an advantage for us, and I think we've done a really good job of taking advantage of it.
We'll wrap up with Austin. Yeah, Brian, what are your plans for Christmas Day after the practice? Are you guys going to have a dinner?
Yeah, we've got a travel party of about 400, so we'll have mass together, we'll have dinner together, and then we've got some games and Santa coming for the kids, and we'll have some fun together. But we'll practice as well. So.
What time are you trying to get in on Monday? Do you know your?
Yeah, we're gonna have a walkthrough here, and I think the last bus out of here leaves around 2 o'clock.
You're going to take a bus to Orlando?
To the airport. Last bus out of here in terms of the airport leaves around 2. So I think we land what, 4:30?
About 4:30, gets to the hotel about 5.
Yeah, about 5 o'clock.
Just wanted to clarify, you did say bus. So
Yeah, no, we're not busing. The budget is not taking that much of a hit.
How many practices have you had so far?
This was our 6th.
6?
Yeah.
Okay, practice tomorrow and then Monday before you leave.
Yes. Well, Monday will be a walkthrough.
Have you gotten what you want out of your team just in this short period of practice time, and not only from a football perspective, but motivation-wise, have they really kept up that high motivation for them?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more difficult when you're, you know, kind of navigating through exam period. This has been different. There's no doubt. I mean, it definitely taxes them from an emotional standpoint, but I think that their mental focus has been really good. It hasn't been sloppy. they recognize that when they check in and they come to the football practice facility, that they have to put all of that stuff behind them and really have a good day. Even if it's not physically their best day, it has to be mentally a really good day. And I think that they've been really good about that. Today was, the last couple of days have been much more physical. We've pushed them to be a lot more physical. Today, probably more than any day. And then tomorrow, a little bit more. And then we'll back off a little bit on Monday.
Thank you.
Good, thank you.
Thank you.